Also, hi everyone, welcome back to our live session with AECC Global Indonesia. Today we are honored to collaborate with one of the university in the UK, University of Plymouth. Today we will be able to have Jeannie here. She's a Southeast Asia manager for University of Plymouth, and also we have Fanya. She's doing a Bachelor of Science in Business Management in Plymouth, right from UK. So it's a good morning to Fanya. So friends, if you're watching from anywhere, be it from Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, feel free to just type your questions during our talk today. If you got any question regarding the University of Plymouth, if you want to ask Fanya directly about her experience studying during the pandemic, feel free to just type in the comments box. We'll be trying to help answering all your questions, any burning questions that you have about studying in UK. So, feel free also to share to your friends regarding this session. So, sharing is caring, I think. So, before we start off, there's a video for you to watch about the University of Plymouth. Yes. So I would like to welcome Jeannie. She's a Southeast Asia manager for University of Plymouth, based in KL. Hi, Jeannie. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Good morning and good afternoon wherever you're dialing in from. Happy to see you guys here. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen quickly because I have some information about the university to share with you guys. Okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. Let me know if you can see the screen right now.
All good.
Okay, good. All right, again, good evening, everyone, and greetings from University of Plymouth. Of course, thank you, AECC, for having us here today. Like I mentioned, my name is Jeannie, so I'm here to share with you about the University of Plymouth. What do we do? Why University of Plymouth may be one of the best choice you will make, just like many of our international students who has graduated with us. All right, and today we are also really lucky to have our very own University of Plymouth Indonesian student here to join me and share a bit of her story with us at the Plymouth right now. Okay, so I'll start off my sharing with you about University of Plymouth or Plymouth as a destination. All right, so Plymouth is in UK. All right, we are down south of UK, and I'll probably just put a pointer here. All right, so this is UK. We are down south west of the UK. We are 3 hours away by train from London. We are a mid-sized city, about 300,000 in terms of population. So it's similar to Banda Aceh, like 270,000 in terms of population. In terms of cost of living, Plymouth is also among the lowest cost of living in UK. Easily comparable to London, of course, which is only 3 hours away. In terms of climate, the city is located in the southwest of England. So in the area where winter is the mildest of the country. So it's not surprising that snow is very rare. And even when it snows, only a few centimeters, which is accumulated on the ground. So winter is not super very cold, but the sky is often cloudy. The humidity is high, and the periods of wind blows are moderate or strong. Now, the coldest night of the year, just imagining being in Plymouth and in the winter, the temperature can generally drop to -2 to 3 degrees Celsius, but sometimes, of course, it will drop slightly lower. Now, in the summer, okay, the sunny and bright days, in the summer, temperatures are generally mild and cool, so it's cooling. It can also rain a little less often than in winter, but due to the coastal location, Plymouth is a little more sheltered from the heat wave that can sometimes affect the southwest of England. So, but of course, on a very hot day, we don't rule out the hot days. So usually a very short duration, and the temperature can go as high as 32 degrees Celsius. It's not too bad, right? It's still very bearable, especially for students in the Asia. So it's still very bearable, and I think it's quite suitable and mild for us. So we are at the city center. We are called the Britain's Ocean City for a very good reason. It's a home to breathtaking views, plenty to see, plenty to do, and lots of fresh air and sea air. So you simply can't arrive to Plymouth and not notice the sea. So it's just not possible. All right. So the university itself is located at the city center. We are also 10 minutes away in terms of walking from the seafront. I can show you, we have a virtual tour here. So let me know if you can see the screen. Yeah, so this is the virtual tour. Can you see it now? Yeah, so I can zoom in and out. Well, I hope you can view this at your own comfort and the time that are suitable for you. So you can just log on to virtual.plymouth@ac.uk and you'll be able to experience this virtual tour by yourself. So from here, you can see what kind of environment, that you'll be looking at when it comes to Plymouth, right, Vanya? So this is something that, this is not a impression only, but it's really a virtual tour that you can see the city itself. You can go into the campus, like Lovensky building. You can go to the library, some of the hostel. So yeah, for students, what kind of student will come to Plymouth? Okay, so students who come to Plymouth are those who really appreciate this kind of scenic view, having a good university, a reputable university, good research intensive, and a view that, to be honest, is once in a lifetime opportunity. Like when you go back to your hometown, probably you won't get this kind of view all the time, right, Vanya?
Yes,
all right. I'm sure Vanya has a lot more to share and I'm very excited to share. But yeah, this is the virtual tour that you can go to the website and have a look and spend some time there. I spend lots of time over here, so to view at all different kind of places in Plymouth. All right. So yeah, I'll continue here. On my presentation here. So this is a overall view where I can show you some of the important places here. So the first one is the university ground, the campus here. And next to the campus, you will see this student village. So everything is really, really close to you. Opposite the university, you can see the shopping center. And next to it is the city center where if you need more shops, there is more shops, more cafe, restaurants. And Plymouth Hall, okay, right, 10 to 15 minutes, depending how fast you can walk. But just to share with you, at Plymouth, things are pretty close to each other and all essential items are very reachable even by walking. So you don't really hear students needing to take a bus, I understand that sometimes students need to travel from their hall to the university, taking bus or, a train, things like that. But at Plymouth, you wake up and the next thing is you are at the campus by walk, all right? So it's pretty accessible. So this is what students always tell us, that how much space they have in Plymouth, all right? And yet everything is so connected to the things that they need, all right? So, and here, if you can see this pole is here, this is the train station. If you need to go to London, take the train and in 3 hours time, you arrive at London City Centre, all right? Okay, I have the next thing to share with you, some of facts and figures of the university. So the first thing is, of course, we are consistently ranked top 10 young UK university by Times Higher Education. All right. One of my proudest moments is last week. Last week. In fact, the University of Plymouth has been named as one of the top 25 institutions globally by Times Higher Education Impact Ranking 2021. All right, that we are under the performance of a table assessing university against United Nations. So we have been ranked 23rd of more than 1,100 universities. Well, I'm super happy with this result, of course, and proud of it because it reinforced our reputation for world-leading and award-winning sustainability research. So apart from that, as you can see here, we are also First, in relation to life below water, this recognizes the quality of university marine research and teaching, as well as our effort to reduce the impact of campus activity on the marine environment. So apart from these two latest ranking and latest news that we have, some of our subject ranking are pretty impressive too. Say, for example, we are top 5 in modern UK university for architecture. All right. We are 5th in the UK for occupational therapy. We are 2nd for dentistry in the UK. And of course, if for students who are interested in psychology, we are top 6 modern UK university for psychology. All right. And of course, consistently, we are top in the UK for marine and ocean engineering. Apart from all this kind of subject ranking, some of the important thing that students or parents would love to know is, hey, how safe is the city of Plymouth? So we are the 5th safest city in the UK. So, and in terms of students, international students, so we have approximately 3,000 students from over 100 countries. In such a diverse culture, to experience a truly study abroad adventure with us. So for students who are interested to go to a campus or a university that has plenty of different culture to learn, not the similar thing that they have like in their home country, you know. So this is really a very good opportunity for students. Okay, apart from academic or education, you know, in terms of ranking, research, you know, teaching quality, we also emphasize a lot on student lifestyle. So we have more than 150 clubs and society to join. Of course, during this pandemic, it will be lesser. And I understand there are some clubs that are still running online. So in the past few months. So, well, as the things getting back to normal, hopefully, you know, our students can get to join more clubs and society. In the event you don't have a club or a society that suit your need or your want, you can always head over to Student Union and ask them, hey, can I create my own club? It's still possible. All right. So we talk about academic, we talk about student lifestyle, and what about student support? So the university really emphasize on student support. So we have the international student advice where we talk about where we support students in terms of airport pickup, welcome orientation, or visa advice. If you have any question in rates to a visa, head over to student advice and they'll be able to help you. And apart from that, we do have the learning gateway as well, where students who needed a little bit extra help in terms of mental health support, study support and counseling, we do have that for our students. And of course, some of the students might want to think, hey, would I be able to do some part-time jobs in Plymouth? Yes, there is some opportunity over there. What about student work placement, internship? So yes, we do have the career and employability hub for you to help you in terms of career planning, even some interview enhancement program. So it's readily available for students. All right. Okay, so I'll just go to my last point here before I pass my time to Vanya to share more of her student experience. So this is some of our students and alumni profile, which they are really, really happy with their studies in the University of Plymouth. So we have Kyra here saying that Plymouth is definitely one of the friendliest cities I've been to. I'm sure it's the same with the rest as well. And Jessica from environmental science, so she mentioned that there's lots of resources at the university to help you to grow in many areas, not just intellectually. So Jessica really likes Plymouth for the ever-ready resources that we have, and we are also very close to natural resources and the national park, Dartmoor National Park. So which is really in line with what she's studying. Now, we have May, who is from illustration. So we have students from all different programs, you see. It's definitely one of the best choices I have ever made in my life. All right. And of course, we have No, who is as a telesophile, a lover of the sea. The city and the program are perfect combination for her. So Jordan said that it's definitely recommended coming to Plymouth if you're looking for a good education plus a wonderful experience. And finally, Aung said studying in Britain's Ocean City. I mean, who wouldn't love Plymouth? The locals, the seagulls, the friends, every part is a wonderful memory. So as you can hear, like see this kind of feedback from the students. More importantly, let's hear from Vanya as well, who is our student who is currently in Plymouth. So can I pass the time to Vanya now?
Yep.
So Vanya, maybe you want to share a bit about yourself.
Okay, so hi
Vanya,
everyone.
which part of Indonesia are you come from?
Oh, I'm from Medan.
Oh, you're from Medan. Nice. So because there's a lot of testimony about the Plymouth. How about yourself? Like at the first place, I know that there's a lot of plenty of UK university to choose from, but
Yes.
why Plymouth? Why you decided to actually Plymouth?
Okay, so I have several reasons why I choose Plymouth at the end of the day. First, because I introduced of the city because of one of my program that I took in 2019, which is a program student exchange. And then I get to know about Plymouth, I get to know about the other part of the UK, and then start to search for where I want to go for my uni. And then I come out with my own realization that I think Plymouth is a very good city to live in, not because it is near by the ocean. And then I also want to search for like a more peaceful city that are not very crowded. It's like London, it is very crowded, or other big city. I want to go more like chill, relax, that I still can have my uni experience, but not in a bad university, because sometimes you cannot get both, right? And I feel in University of Plymouth, we can get both of them. And then it's also a very safe place, and everything is very near by me. Actually, if we can put out the map, my building is also there. It's literally in front of the university, so it's just like 3 minutes walk. So every time if I need to go to the classes, I just need to wake up like maybe 10 minutes before and just walk my way there.
That's very beneficial for the morning class. So you just wake up 10 minutes and you just right in the classroom in the next 10 minutes, right?
Yes, and also not only for classes, but also for living like groceries. It's just like the next building, and then everything is so near, and even the whole park is just 10-15 minutes away from here. So it's very near and it's very good.
That's nice. So you usually can have a break, whether in the park of on the oceans, in between class. Can you do it like because it's too close? I think
it is possible if we want to.
Oh, that's nice. So you're taking a business management, and I've heard that you actually started off, I think, before pandemic. Is that correct, or it's during the
pandemic?
pandemic?
Come here once before pandemic, and then I go back to Indonesia to finish my high school, and then I come back here again for my uni finally.
Oh, okay. So you were there before the pandemic for the exchange, and then you finished the high school, and then you returned to Plymouth for the business. Okay. So do you actually started with the online, or you already started off with the offline learning, like in the campus?
Oh, for in the campus, I started out with online. Because when I first came here, it was actually a blended learning, but I need to do my quarantine and stuff. And by the end, I finished my quarantine. We start to get on a second lockdown, and then on the December also we don't go back to campus because of the restriction and stuff. And then when we want to go back to campus on January, we go back to the lockdown again. So unfortunately, in this time, I just went to campus for like 2 or 3 times, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And everything's still on.
I perhaps want to ask Jeannie about this. During this pandemic, how's the support given by the university to the students, especially those that are actually in the campus, far from family? What's the services that you actually offer?
We've got checked really frequently by our personal tutor, because we have our own personal tutor, and they always talk to us like, how do you feel? Do you need any help? And if you feel lonely, if you feel maybe you don't feel good or something, you can go here. And that's kind of support that the uni give us, and it is very accessible for all the students.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
thanks.
nice.
Yeah, thanks, Rania, to clarify that. So basically, we have students for international. We have some who are in Plymouth during the lockdown, but we also have some students who are back at their home country during that period. So
Yep.
for students who are back at home country, of course, it's going to be 100% online connection with the university. So like what Vanya mentioned, is the tutor will get in touch with them. Of course, that was the first time we go on fully online that time. So I'm sure the student and the teachers are extremely helpful in terms of trying to help the student to get on board to the studies, providing them the platform that they needed, to also hand up their homework. Yeah, so far we have students both who are in Plymouth doing it hybrid, and also students who are back in their home country. So so far there is no major complaint that we have heard so far, and the students are still submitting their assignments. They are still attending classes. Yeah, so I think in terms of support, mentally health kind of thing, we do, for example, students who are in the campus who need to do clinical practice, they do get swabbed, and also support in terms of ensuring that they are healthy. Making sure that we test them regularly. Yeah, so it's all according to the government policies as well.
Talk about the quarantine. Will the university actually help students to arrange the arrival and taking care of them during the quarantine, Uni?
So basically, student that comes in to the Plymouth, so once they arrive, they will head directly to the accommodation that they have booked. So it's unlike many other countries where when you go into a country, you need to quarantine in a specific hotel that is designated for quarantine. But at Plymouth, we do allow students to head directly to the place that they've booked. So they will stay there for 10 days, right? Vanya, it's still 10 days, right?
14 days.
Oh, 14 days.
At my time.
Oh, okay. Right,
I think it is 10 now.
Yeah, now it's
Is
10
it
days.
10, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So, so what happened is the accommodation itself will arrange with the student in terms of the food that's required. So upon testing a negative, of course, they are free to go after 10 days of quarantine.
Okay, so for just an additional information that I can add for my experience, actually I get in touch with one of the staff from the university, from the international department, I believe, and I tell her that when is my flight and where I do my quarantine and stuff, just to make sure that the university also known that I am already in a Plymouth. That's how I get it. And maybe the difference is I quarantined for 14 days without any testing. And I believe if you quarantine now, you need to do 2 testing in a second day and on a 8th day.
8 days. Yes.
So it keeps changing,
Yeah, exactly. It keeps changing. So, because the next upcoming intake probably will be in September. Probably there will be another set of ruling or regulation that comes up. So always go onto the website and check for any latest updates.
Yeah, we actually do hope that on September the classes still can be open. Like you can come by to the campus for a normal or a new normal study. I think that's what the plan. Yeah.
Yeah,
if everything
that's
goes
what
well.
they're planning for. Fingers crossed. So Vanya, right now in Plymouth, we the restriction has been lifted, and it's a little bit more easy access to like food and restaurant and things like that. Probably Vanya can share your experience now when we have lifted the lockdown.
Okay, so from I think around April, the lockdown has been lifted much. It's really
more relaxed, right?
Everyone's just like coming out of like a prison or something, because 3 months being locked in their room. Yeah, I kind of known how it feels like, and everybody start to going out by the group of 6 in one bubbles, which is in one group. And you can find them going out to the park, to the shopping mall, because the mall also have reopened, and then the restaurant, the pubs also have reopened. So for now, you can find it start to get to the normal stage where you can see people, because usually even though like there isn't like a weekend or something, you can rarely see any people in the park. But yeah, anxiety still hits, so it's still like really scary for me to go out, but in a not in a very bad way that I am keeping myself in my room too. I'm also going out a bit in April, but yeah, everything started to be to to the normal phase, and yeah, I believe if things are going great, I think in September we can open everything and start to the normal life.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Let's hear that in that like things gradually go back to normal. We've got questions after this, but perhaps we watch the video. Welcome to Plymouth before we answering the questions from our friends.
Sure.
That was really pretty scenic, and it looks so fun with all the activities you can do in the Plymouth. We have questions coming up, I think. This is the questions, I think, for Jeannie. Is Plymouth also participating in the Great Scholarship?
Unfortunately, not this time, but of course, we do have scholarship for students. We have such a scholarship for international students. So if I can just quickly check, maybe I can share my screen, the 3 types of scholarship that we have.
I think you can. You want to try?
Yeah, let me share. Let me share the screen right now so you can see what are the scholarship available for international students. So, yeah, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the International Postgraduate Scholarship. We have the 2,000 pound scholarship of your tuition fees if you achieve a higher, if your result is higher than 2.1 UK honors degree. All right, applicable for the courses business, engineering, and science. So this is automatically given, so you don't have to apply for it. Whereas for the academic scholarship, this you have to submit an application because we need an outstanding academic record. Similarly to the merit scholarship, you will require to the courses available are business, engineering, computing, and sciences. All right. So this is the postgraduate international scholarship. We also have the international undergraduate scholarship. again, we have the £2,000 reduction in your tuition fees in year one. And if students continue to do well, we do have the progression scholarship of 10% and 20% if you achieve 60% and above or 70% and above and maintain it. So again, this is automatically given if you exceed our entry requirement of the course. So you don't have to apply for it. And it's available for business, engineering, computer, and science. Similarly to the postgraduate, we also have the academic excellence scholarship, which is 50% reduction on your tuition fees. So you may also receive tuition fee waiver 50% if you have an overall grade of 70% or maintain it. However, the academic excellence scholarship, you will need to apply. All right, so all this is on our website. You can actually head on to our website and see, look for the form as well. So the last one is the Psychology Gold and Platinum Scholarship. So we have a very special scholarship for students who are taking our psychology course. So for undergraduate and postgraduate, we have a £4,000 tuition fee waiver off for the first year. All right, and it's automatically given, so you don't have to apply. All right, so these are the courses available. Okay, that's this scholarship.
Can I clarify? I think our friends also were also questioning about this. For the postgrad, there's a required, merit based, right? Like do you have the equivalent GPA if it is converted to Indonesian GPA, like out of 4?
Okay, out of 4, I can give you a. Okay, if I can share my screen again.
Because it's a second class honor upper.
Yes, so if you can see here, so for undergraduate, for postgraduate, right? So for postgraduate, if you're looking at 2.5 to 3.49 over 4. Okay, at this category.
That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be the benchmark of the GPA. It's between 2.5 to 3.49.
49. Yeah. So like I mentioned, it's automatically given. So students who achieve this scoring, it will be in part of their offer.
Yeah. So it's automatically. Okay, I think we have next questions. Okay, it looks really nice there. What is there to do in the free time? I think it's Fanya questions.
Okay, so firstly, the very reachable part, the Ho, it is very, very near us, where you can study by the sea, and then you can enjoy your time, enjoy the wind. The wind is very crazy right now. I don't know what happened today and tonight. Last night, but yeah, the wind blowing really, really amazing for these few days. And then you can go to the Barbican, and also if you can see it from the video, they show the fish and chips, and I can tell you that UK is very famous about their fish and chips, and Plymouth have one of the best of them, which is on a Barbican, and they are reopened, by the way.
Yeah, so this is where Manya mentioned here.
Yes, this is the whole park with the Smithon's Tower.
Yeah, so this is where she hang out.
Yeah, and when we go to the left side, there was the Barbican.
So, yeah.
This virtual page is very interesting, especially for those that's really miss.
This page actually really helped me to find classes when I need to go to find any classes, by the way.
Okay. Are you joining any student association or clubs, Fanya?
I'm joining the international students like community or something, but we also didn't really met frequently because of the restriction and stuff. But last time we go to the Cornwall, to the Mountage camp, after the restriction have been lifted, we go there for like a few hours just to refresh our mind, which are it's a 45 minutes ferry with a boat. Yeah. So it's very nice. And then also Cornwall is very near by us if you wanna do like a little exploring, and then Dartmoor also very near. Another city which is Exeter also 1 hour near if you want to go out. But if you really wanna like hang out with your friends, there are a lot of places, especially in the city center itself.
Is there any Indonesian community there in
Yes,
Plymouth?
we have. Currently, I just known 2 other Indonesian students here, and usually in a country, in other country, we have PPI, which is Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia, and now we are currently joining the Devon one because we only have 3 people here, so we're joining Devon, which means we have like 67 plus students there.
So we're hoping more Indonesian coming to Plymouth so you can have your own PPI.
Yes. So I can build my own my own community here.
Yeah. I think we have next questions. Next questions. Okay. How's the campus support during the lockdown? Any specific support given? I think we've covered a bit before. Yeah. Anything to add about it?
Maybe despite that they always checking on us, and also for like not communication, but they have like this online mental support things that students can approach if they feel not good for their mental health. And don't be afraid, because I really believe that University of Plymouth really take care of mental health. They really care about it, because we have like this weekly email about our mental health and stuff, and where we need to go when we feel not really good in a condition and stuff. Yeah.
So just to add on, to this question by Hatta. So basically, the university will support both academically from the tutor, from the teachers, academically support them in terms of providing them the platform to ask questions. And some of the students that require additional additional support in terms of getting software. So it's readily available for students, especially from the arts. And in terms of the mental health, the student union are also, reaching out to students. I can also see a lot of posts being from the accommodation, the student hall, ensure that the students are okay at their hall. So constantly we see all this communication where there's a lot of channel where students can reach out to the university if they have any issue in terms of mental health, or they need someone to speak to. Yeah, so continuously they get engaged with the student if they need any help. And it's a two-way thing where students can reach out to them too.
Yeah, basically a personal tutor is someone like your best friend here that you can reach to anytime to ask any question, and if you want to share any story, your personal tutor itself.
It's kind of like buddy type. Is that correct? Like you have a buddy to ask everything or consult about everything.
Yes, we can talk to them with anything.
I think we have the next questions also. Can you share average student class size for business major in the bachelor program, and scholarship? I think have been covered. So I think about the class size.
For the class size, I cannot really assure you if it is the offline and how many students that will be there, but from the online itself, we have like approximately 100 plus SM classes, and around that size. But I've been in a tutorial class to the campus, which is offline, and there are like less than 10 because of the restriction and stuff. And also we have several classes, not only the lecture class, which is a big class where you can find 100 plus people, but we will be separated into a smaller class where we can have any tutorial with the lecture, which is sometimes it can go to up to 30.
Yeah, just to add on to Vanya's point is that we do have the lectures where, of course, it's going to be a bigger number of students, and the tutorial is where you can focus on discussing on the questions and a case study. So it depends on lecture or tutorial. Yeah. So and it's also depending on the course itself. But for business course, of course, it's a bigger cohort where you have more students in a class or in a lecture. Where else some courses like health sciences is smaller, to make sure that everyone is catered to use all the facilities as well, and sciences and arts. So these are their limited number. At the moment, with the relaxation where students can go back to campus, they also ensure that the classes is sufficient to fill up a small amount of students so that it won't be overcrowded. So booking is required as well.
Yeah.
So scholarship, we did answer the question earlier on. So just in case you want to find out more about our scholarship, you can head over to our website, this type Plymouth Scholarship, International Scholarship. We have scholarship available for international students, and depending on what program are you talking about, okay?
Yeah. I think we got another questions, the last one. So this is for Vanya. Hi, Vanya. What is the most challenging to do during lockdown based on your experience?
Good question.
This is a good question because people also say that I'm a little bit crazy because I go to another people's country, which is very far from my own country in an uncertain condition. The main reason why I still decided to go to the UK, even though it's still in the pandemic condition, is because the time zone difference, which is 6 to 7 hours. I believe it's a very hard one. And then I think if I'm stay at my country, I don't really feel the feels of university life. Or at least when you're here, you can feel that, okay, I'm studying in another country in this university. And for any challenging things, I'm not really bothered because of the lockdown. Yes, you will be staying at your room for a few months. And it happens several times, but I don't really find it challenging. Keeping up with your work, keeping up with your assignment, and then waking up and do all this online classes. Maybe some people find it hard because one of my friends, she's someone that always get bored easily, and she always find that she need to go somewhere to study. And yeah, it's maybe challenging for some of you, but if your accommodation have many places to go, like study spaces or something, like okay, I don't know if I need to share my accommodation or not, but in my accommodation right now we have many student lounge that we can use for study in many floor. So yeah, you can choose to kill your time there. That's how I do my that's how my experience, basically. Not much.
Yeah. While we're on it, you know that the vaccine, I think rolling out in the UK, and we heard that all the students will be eligible to get the shots. Has it been arranged by for you?
Maybe because of my age, I think I will be the last one. But if you have the NHS number, which is from every Indonesian students, we need to pay for the insurance when we want to go here.
Every international students.
Every international students, right? And then you need to register to the nearest GP, which is general practitioner. And then after that, you can get your NHS number, which is the National Health Services. And then I think we just need to wait for the time that they call us and we can go.
Yeah. So most of my colleagues who are age about 50 or 40 above, they have have the appointment. Some of them have the jab already. So I guess it's just about the timing and also which category you fall into. Whether you are also meeting the clinical studies, the students who are meeting the patients, they will need to get it earlier. So those has been settled. So for the rest, they just need to wait for their time. When it's their time to come.
Yeah. So for those who doesn't know about IHS, so it's actually as Fanya mentioned, it's a insurance, a health insurance cover actually that you have to pay upfront before the visa. So good news for our friends here. We at AECC Global, we have a very interesting promo. We actually can cover your IHS EHS up to £300. So it's about 6 million rupiah if you're actually studying for this September intake. So yeah, so for newly enrolled students, you can get this cashback if you're enrolling for 2021 intake September. Not only this, there's also another promotion that you're rolling out is 100% cashback for the IELTS test up to 2,900,000. So it's one sitting. So it's very saving up your budget. I believe there's quite a lot of amount that can cover or offset your budget. Feel free to get more information to contact us at EC Global. Can be from the DM Instagram, or you can just WhatsApp us. Can go also to our website. There's the inquiries box. Feel free to reach us out from any channels. So that would be the promotion that rolling out from AECC Global Indonesia. I think before we wrap up, I will actually ask about because I know that that a lot of people are actually considering whether they want to go or not. This pandemic, have to fly out from the country, which is quite risky. What do you say, Fanya and Jeannie? Anything to say to our friends here that still considering, perhaps not really, quite unsure about it, but really want to go because, want to start to study. And as Fanya said, I think it's a different vibe to study online than I think in the university. And as Fanya also mentioned, that perhaps kind of like boost your motivation to study because it's kind of like different if you study in the comfort of your home compared to in the campus. So perhaps Fanya first, then Jeannie.
Okay, so if you ask me for my opinion, it's back to yourself again. If you can motivate yourself to study at your own house and not without moving or anything, I think it's also fine. And the restriction and the lockdown and the stuff are changing very quickly, so take a note of that because we never know that how is the restriction gonna be. But I think if you come here early, then you can experience more of your university life.
Yeah. So I guess Vanya also has a tips for students who's from Indonesia heading over to Plymouth. So which airline? I remember you told me that you have some difficulty in terms of booking, right?
Yes. Okay. So if I can share that experience, it's a little bit it's a little bit hectic because my visa out on Thursday and I booked my flight on Sunday and my flight was on Tuesday, which is 5 days apart. So it's a pretty hectic. Basically I plan everything out as we all do in 2020. We plan everything out, but everything got postponed. It's so sad. But I also almost not be able to go on September last year because of my visa and stuff. But after my visa have been approved, and then I try to find airlines, of course, to book my flight with. Usually we use Malaysia Airlines, I think, for Indonesian students because it is cheaper and also it's more easy because one transit in KL and then after that just another flight and direct to the London, right? But I've heard that they can cancel our flights anytime without our concern. So because of that reason, I took the Singapore Airlines, which is a lot more expensive, double the price, but at least I have the guarantee that I can go to my destination safely and without any cancellation and stuff. And then what more can I say? I don't know if you need any testing for this September if you want to go, if you're planning to go here. But from my experience, I don't need any testing. And then I reach here, come to my accommodation, do my quarantine, and then I can go out.
Yeah, so you have to check the regulation and requirement just before flying out.
Yeah, but I think it's really depends on which airline you want to choose. Some people choose Qatar, some choose Emirates. I don't really know, but it's based on your preference. And for me, I just because I don't really want to take my luggage all the way and have like too many transit. That's why I want to take it easy at that time, and yeah, just avoiding contacting with more people. So I just took the Singapore Airlines, even though it was twice the price.
Yeah. So thanks, Vanya. Really good experience. I think from there we also understand and learn that starting up early, like start your application early, get your visa and offer as soon as possible, because really you don't want to do this last minute, and it will give you ample of time to plan your journey and getting the right flights and accommodation. So all these things is really important. And my advice for students is, you're really keen to study in overseas, well, go for it, because ultimately it's going to be very different when it comes to studying. If you are at your home country and heading out to the place, to the university that you want to study, be it you're in lockdown or not, it's a reset of tone. Like what Vanya is doing, she is really at the university ground or opposite the university, where the feeling and also the time that she wakes up, there's not so much distraction at home sometimes, when it comes to online learning in terms of different time zone and things like that. So if students who are really keen to start, and to be honest, for those who have waited here, unsure about the pandemic, we have learned. It's been a year plus, and we have learned and we have improvised. We have done substantially enough to learn from the past, and to ensure that this year is going to be a better year in terms of experience, in terms of academic and also students' experience. Yeah. So go for it if you are really keen to study, and you shouldn't be waiting anymore.
And the plus is because we don't know how the restrictions are going on, and if one day the university said, okay, we can go to the online, at least you are here. And if you're going to the the offline class on Monday, then you can go on Monday. You don't need to fight from your country and starting everything again.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, I think I think thank you, Jenny and Fanya, for sharing everything today. For those that still unsure, don't worry. I think as Jenny said, it's been quite a while, and I think everybody has learned quite rapidly, to how to do the protocol and how to deliver the study and everything. So yeah, we hope that September intake will run as normal as possible. So for our friends here that you probably have more questions, anything to, you still haven't got any answer for your questions, just let us know at AECC Global. You can reach us through our social media or through our WhatsApp. And also, if you want to join our events, any events, you can just type it acc.events. You can kind of register and on every event that we have. Keep updating yourself about what's going to be next. So we can always help you, in your study plan. Once again, thank you, Jimmy and Fanya, for your time, for every information shared. I believe that is going to be, beneficial for our friends that hear this session today. Take care, Fanya, in UK.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vanya. Thanks, Yolanda. Thank you.
So, thank you, and hopefully we can talk again anytime soon.
Sure. Feel free to reach out to us. Yeah, if you want to find out more.
Sure. Okay. Take care and stay safe, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Stay safe, everyone. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm from Zimbabwe.
I'm from Portugal.
Hi, I'm from India.
We're from Singapore.
We're from Malaysia.
We are from China.
We are from Hong Kong.
I'm from Sweden.
We are from Italy.